Welcome back, Fluff family. Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Sweet Nee. This is Losing the Fluff, where we use walking workouts and low impact workouts to lose weight and really just focus on overall better health. And I just want to take a moment to thank you for joining me because I'm on my journey towards better health. And I just enjoy putting this type of energy out there so that more people get on board. Because, listen, man, we have been lied to. Better health, that's the true wealth. Now, before we get started, I always suggest everybody have a container, glass, bottle of water somewhere nearby. And if at any time, you need to take a break, pause me. Hydrate yourself. And then get back on track, right? Restart the video because we here on a journey. That means once you start the journey, you finish the journey. Because subconsciously, you need to know that you can finish what you start. And that's not just with this video. That's with anything that you start in your life. Your subconscious doesn't actually give a good nothing about what it is that you have started. It just knows that you started something. And the cycle when you start something is just to finish it. And when you don't finish it, you just show yourself that you can't finish what you start. And that's all your subconscious takes away from that. So now let's get started. We're going to start off with some stretches. Let's put our arms out and start off with some big arm rolls to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now to the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do some neck rolls. First we do side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's roll it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 5, 4. That felt great. 3, 2, 1. Still with me. Do some shoulder rolls to the back. 2, 1. Now to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was a little ahead of myself. Let's get us a nice deep stretch. I'm going to turn my foot like that. My balance is off. I'll explain why in a minute, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. Reposition your feet like so. And let's hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's walk. Now, I think we did 5 days of the Japanese walking technique, which I really do love. But I have to stop. I'm not doing it today. I'm not going to do it for a couple more months. Because as much as I enjoy doing it, my body is not there yet, family. My body's not quite there yet. And how do I know? Well, y'all didn't see me yesterday. Y'all didn't see me yesterday. Whatever that little cold thing is that's out here, try to jump on me. And I always talk to you about keeping your immune system up. So, turmeric, ginger shots. So, still holding on to that little cold. And that little cold trying to jump over here on me. I'm still not 100%, but I'm here. And my legs, my feet, they swell up exponentially. Like, oh man. Like, I look really good right now because yesterday I actually gave myself a foot bath with some Epsom salt, helped draw out the swelling. But when that happened, family, I was able to realize, I think that cyst is trying to come back in my foot. And my foot has just been having so much pain that I need to slow it down a little bit. That's why I'm not going to do that for a couple more months. I'm going to focus on my foot. I'm not going to overdo it. Remember I talk about, you know what I mean? Like doing what you can do and not overdoing it. So now this is me coming to the truth table. As much as I enjoy doing the Japanese walking technique, because I'm still having foot issues, and it seems like I'm going to have to be back in this podiatrist, y'all. I have to minimize the stress that I put on my feet. And so the Japanese walking technique is a little stressful on my body in a way that was not good for my body. So once I realized that over this weekend when I couldn't hardly do anything, I said, oh man, I really just 2 minutes ago told you about finishing what you start. Well, I'm taking a hiatus. I'm not saying goodbye to the Japanese walking technique because I can tell that works. That works, y'all. So if y'all want to keep doing it. But personally, right now, I cannot because this right foot, that little cyst, which wasn't so little, y'all. That thing was like about this big last January. It's trying to come back. It's causing my foot all types of pain. And so I just got to keep an eye on that. And I have to be honest with myself and do the things that I can do so that I can continue to be successful. But not anything that's going to cause too much stress to my foot. That's going to cause me not to be able to come and work out. Because ultimately for me, it's important that I get up and move my body every day. This is important. And if I overdo it and my foot swells up and my foot is aching to the point where I can't barely walk, y'all, I'm not doing this. And so giving up on yourself is never an option. So yesterday what I did, I rested, I slept, I took meds, I soaked in the foot tub, got the swelling down, rubbed my foot, realized that the cyst is coming back. And then I sat there and I really had to think about what I was going to do. Because I was in so much pain yesterday, y'all, I was thinking about that Q word, that taboo Q word that I always say is not an option. Giving up on yourself, quitting, Q word. Yeah, man, I was feeling kind of down. But I said, you know what? We're going to redirect this. We don't give up. We don't. This has been my motto for almost 12 months. And I'm living it. And so, yes, you know what? When you're faced with the challenges, that's when the test comes. Giving up on yourself is never an option, huh? Well, phew, how about this? Well, phew, how about that? Still not want to give up? Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not. Just had to really sit down, think about what I need to do for myself, and redirect it. So this is where we are. I'm just walking. I'm walking. As I always tell you, if I'm not going fast enough, go faster. But if not, try to match my pace. Yeah. So today is where we at, y'all. I'm taking the pump to the brakes. And I'm gonna say to like March, because I'm really trying to give myself time to properly get my foot back on track. Because man, I could tell, and I was actually enjoying it. That like I told you, it takes a lot for me to sweat because I used to be so athletic when I was younger. You know what I mean? And so like every day that I did that and I started sweating, I was excited. I knew I was on the right track. However, I need my body, not just a piece of it. I need all of it. And it starts from my feet. I cannot walk if I can't move my foot. One foot after the other. That's the name of the game. So, with my foot being in jeopardy, I was just like, yeah, you know what? We gonna slow it down. But we ain't pumping no brakes. We ain't stopping nothing. No. I'm so close, y'all. I'm so close. So technically, right right now, this time frame that we find ourselves in is when I started making my videos. This is when I started walking. This is when I decided this was how I was going to lose the fluff. This is when, literally right now. And so what I did was, I had started doing this for like 10 days before Christmas. Just doing my videos. And I wasn't uploading them. No, at first I didn't even know, y'all, what I was going to do with these walking vlogs. I was just making them, like I told you in the beginning, like, they were for me. They're for me. For me to go back, and I can go back and work out with myself. Because when I went on YouTube looking for a fluffier person, but I couldn't find it. And the skinny people, I'm sorry. Y'all don't have the health issues that I have. Your body's in much better shape. So some of the things that you do, I'm just not there yet. And I'm realistic about that. And I was just looking for somebody who was like more on the level I was on, who would do a workout that I could feel a part of. And I didn't feel like I was being left behind because I'm not in the same shape as you. You know, how many of you have been like trying to do a workout video? And the people, they're also in shape and everything that they're doing. You're at home and you just feel like you can't keep up to save your life. That was me. I don't know about y'all, but that was me. I always felt like I couldn't keep up with the people in the videos. And I tried. The choreography, some of it was just too difficult for me to pick up, you know, and then it was just like, my body wasn't just strong enough to do some of the stuff they do. And then get on the floor, huh. Oh, that's a whole nother ballgame, family. Especially with these knees and arthritis, getting down on the floor is a challenge. Getting back up is a challenge. But I have showed y'all when we were doing that 40 squats a day, how I could just get up now off this nice plush couch with ease and without any support. So, my body is getting stronger, but my foot is feeling the stress of everything that I'm doing, because even right now, every step I take a step back down on this right foot, and all the pressure just going right up into my foot, but the cyst was over here. And so on top, all of this is like inflamed and it hurts. And so, but I was always having these type of feet problems, which is why I always work out in these diabetic slippers. And I don't have diabetes, but these slippers, y'all, they've been really, really good for my feet. Really comfortable, they're adjustable, because y'all, sometimes my feet have been swollen, because I'm telling you, I've been going through this issue with my feet all year long. I've been to podiatrist almost all year. And so, but I fell like a week after I started making my videos, or maybe a week and a half. Down the stairs, ended up into the hard boot last year. And so, if you go back to the very beginning of my vlogs, probably like a week in, I'm actually doing some workouts in the chair with a hard boot on. And so, that hard boot was the beginning of my journey with the podiatrist. And I'll be honest, y'all, ooh, it sucks when your body does not align with your mentals. How many of y'all can relate to that? If you can't, type down mind over matter, because man, like my mind, I'll be so hyped, I'll be ready, I'm like, yeah, let's go. You know what I mean? Like my mind, like I told you, I am like my biggest cheerleader, and I love it, because once upon a time when I used to look outside myself for the cheerleader, you know what I mean, I didn't get what I was looking for. It didn't give me what I needed so I could continue on. But the cheerleader inside, she's the reason why I'm here right now. Because after yesterday, y'all, that Q word kept popping up in my mind. And, you know, sometimes you are your worst enemy, you know? Because in those moments when I was feeling low, I didn't need to be thinking about Q. I needed to be thinking about strategy, which eventually that was part of the process. But it came much later, you know what I mean? Because sometimes when you're in pain, you know, you don't be thinking clearly. The pain be doing the thinking, the talking, everything. And so, ultimately, the question that I have to ask myself is, you stop, sweet, right now. Are you happy with where you are? Is this the healthiest that you have ever been? Is this going to get you the goal that you wanted? And I had to sit there and be honest with myself. No, I'm definitely not where I'm at. And I know if I stop walking right now, it is not going to look good for me. It's not. It is not. Because the one thing that I realized, family, and I don't know, if you have arthritis in your knees, then you can answer this question because you can relate. When I don't move, when I feel my arthritis flare up and I'm so sore, and the first thought is I gotta lay down. I need to elevate my feet. I need to rest. I'm in so much pain. And these thoughts will come day after day, which is why I have found myself in bed for days and weeks at a time. But I don't do that anymore because I realized, this is the part I'm asking people with arthritis, I realized that I need to move. Moving is what helps my arthritis. And that when I try to coddle myself, when I say oh, I'm so much pain, I need to go and lay down and I need to prop my feet up. Propping your feet up maybe should only be for a couple hours or an hour, but not days, because when I'm in the bed, it's not helping my condition, it makes it worse. If that makes sense, this is what I'm explaining. When my arthritis flares up and all I want to do is just lay down and rest because I'm in so much pain, that's when I know I got to get up and move. We got to move. We got to move. I know that now. When I feel that, that's when I know I gotta get up. I gotta do something. Yeah, I gotta get up and do something because my body is trying to get stiff. That's the word. My body's trying to get stiff on me. And I can't have that because once my body gets stiff with the arthritis, it just makes everything worse. It makes my body worse. It makes my body more tense. And then when it's more stiff, it's harder for me to move, which then just causes me more pain. So I just realized, although your first thought is to coddle yourself, the real thing that you need to do is just get up and move. Just keep moving, and you'll get better. So, if you have arthritis, have you discovered that aspect of yourself? That when you're in pain, when you think about laying down or sitting down, you want to ice your body and stuff, but you can't keep doing that. You have to get up. You gotta move through the pain. You gotta move. That's what I've learned for me. My body gets better when I do that. And it's not about me trying to overdo it, but that knowing that the more I lay there, the stiffer my body's gonna be. That when I do go to get up and start moving around again, it's gonna be that much worse. If that makes sense. That much worse. Y'all, I don't know. But that's what I know. I know that once I realized that, I was yeah, that's messed up. But I guess it makes sense, right? I gotta keep moving so that this arthritis is like a race. Again, I gotta keep moving so arthritis doesn't catch up to me. Because when it catches up to me, it jumps on my back and it makes me stiff. I'm carrying extra baggage. And so, no, I can't let arthritis catch up. It's not an option. It's already time to cool down, y'all. So let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's cool it down. Oh man, family, I'm just over here thinking last Friday, I think we had almost 3,000 steps in a 20-minute session. I have never had that, and that's just so great. But once my body gets back in a better place for me to go harder, I definitely plan on doing it. Because we ain't get there today, and that's okay. Make sure you breathe it in through your nose, out through your mouth. Take it up one more time. And And if you're still with me, thank you. Thank you for walking with me and working out with me today. And I apologize that we have to put a hiatus on us doing the Japanese walking technique, but I am serious about putting my health first. And when I realized that that was kind of being counterproductive to what I needed it to be, I had to make the executive decision that I have to stop for a while until we can get my foot back on track and I can get stronger so that I can be successful in going and completing those workouts. Well, we got 2,015 steps. 2,015 steps is a great start to your day. So go take that, run with that, and continue to get your steps in. I know what I said. I'm not going to overdo it, but I'm taking a 10K step challenge today. So if you're joining me, type in 10K challenge accepted. And I'll see you back here tomorrow, ladies and gents. I love you. And never forget that giving up on yourself is never an option. Even in the thick of things, you have to know there's always another way. And there you have it. Take care of yourselves, and until next time.